Welcome to my revision of my American history notes. I'm still talking about the Great Awakening, so I'll pick it up where I left off yesterday. Griffith Jones and Howell Harris, two firebrand critics of the Anglican Church, held illegal, unauthorized church services and Bible groups, and they influenced Whitefield immensely. Known for their firebrand sort of evangelism, they, however, did not advocate separation from the Church of England, only its reformation. The Church of England wanted nothing to do with it. In 1739, Whitefield began open-air preaching in London. Being forbidden to preach in a church because he lacked a license, he began preaching in the churchyard. He preached in the open fields, often several times a day, and had upwards of 30,000 people hear him at a time. While he was banned from preaching in official pulpits, the common people heard him gladly. In a span of 34 years, it is estimated that he preached publicly 18,000 times. In 1739, he came to Georgia again to establish a benevolent fund to help the orphanage. Then he went back to England to acclaim from the people, but not the establishment. He returned to America, landing at Lewiston, Delaware, and intending to go to Philadelphia, where he preached for 9 days, making many converts to Christ, but receiving the anger of the clergy. He set out on horseback for New York and met Gilbert Tennent, whose Presbyterian church was split and who was emerging as the leader of the New Sides. Whitefield tried to obtain permission from the commissary of the Church of England in New York, a Mr. Vesey, to preach there, but was denied. Rather than preach inside a church, he took to the fields. He then was invited to the Wall Street Presbyterian Church and preached. He then returned to Philadelphia and made an impression on Benjamin Franklin. The future statesman's comments were as follows, as reported by Arnold Dallimore in his book, George Whitefield, The Life and Times of the Great Evangelist. Quote, "It was wonderful to see the change soon made in the manners of our inhabitants. From being thoughtless or indifferent about religion, it seems as if all the world were growing religious, so that one could not walk through the town in an evening without hearing psalms sung in different families of every street." Unquote. Franklin was impressed with Whitefield's ability to make his voice heard great distances and insisted that Whitefield could be heard a mile away. The two became friends, and Franklin even printed some of Whitefield's sermons, but there's no evidence that Franklin ever got saved. In November of 1739, Whitefield preached his last sermon in Philadelphia to a crowd of more than 10,000. He then set out to see the rest of America on horseback, heading in the direction of Georgia and his orphanage. His journal revealed that he preached several times a day en route. It is said that he often preached to crowds of thousands. The next year, he went to Boston after stopping at Newport. He was criticized for accepting the Presbyterian pastor Tennent and for speaking with a Baptist in Rhode Island. His argument against him is recorded for us by Dallimore, in that he stated if baptism truly saved someone, then every baby baptized would be saved. The Boston elite insisted that all babies were. Whitefield demanded they prove that. There was no scripture verse found to prove that baptizing someone who did not or could not believe actually saved them. After this, Whitefield's association with the Church of England practically ceased. So we'll stop there and pick it up. And Whitefield, he's going to meet with Jonathan Edwards. Let me finish this thought. Although both are considered Calvinists, believing in the predestination of man to either heaven or hell, they both preach the need for a lost and dying world to be born again, encouraging a decision to be made. Now we'll stop there and continue talking about the Great Awakening and different personalities. I hope if you watch this, you'll click like and subscribe or follow. Feel free to make comments, but if you disagree with me, just give me some citations of where you get your information so I can study it. I thank you for watching this.